welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream page. To the stream page. Welcome to the stream page. To the stream page.
It's causing OBS to break. I'm gonna try a window capture with it and see if that doesn't break it. It causes OBS, like OBS breaks and Rayman 2 breaks at the same time. Maybe we should have just streamed more of the first Rayman. That worked at least for streaming.
Well, maybe you should test games first. Like
I can't. This part of the testing I can't do until we're actually streaming. So. There's no way around this.
Look, that's a fair point.
We've got 0 viewers for this according to OBS.
It's kind of incredible.
Every time
it's we're live?
Yes. Oh. I told you.
No need to be nasty.
What? I told you though.
Yeah, and I'm a fucking buffoon.
Well, now you're being nasty to yourself.
Yeah, that's allowed.
No, I don't like that, actually.
Actually, if you're being nasty to me because I'm a buffoon, then that means you're doing the same thing that you're accusing me of.
Okay, I'm stuck in the window again. Alt entering is not doing it for me.
We could just do like a podcast about canals.
What?
Yeah, canals.
Why?
Artificial waterways
but
designed
why canals?
for. I don't know. I just think they're nice. I just think they're like an interesting, nice, aesthetically pleasing piece of infrastructure.
Actually, let's
Can I get like so?
Let's get crispy pixels. Actually, the pixels are weirdly scaled, so let's not do that.
Now you can title the VOD, The Game OBS Didn't Want Me to Play, says Chroma.
The game itself is stuck though, so I'm still gonna have to restart it.
Rayman fucking 2. They put a later in
No, I can't get to Task Manager now because it's underneath. It's underneath Rayman 2, and I can't get the top of the window to drag it to where I can then see
right-click on
2.
Right-click on Task Manager in the taskbar and click full screen.
There's no such thing.
What? There isn't?
No.
Why isn't there a thing? If you select it and then use the shortcut for full screen, or like, you know,
No.
Customize. Oh.
I can't. I see it. It's right there. Rayman 2 is right there, but I can't. Wait, I think I have a workaround. Okay, I managed to get in. There. Okay. Now I'm putting Task Manager over here so that this can't happen again. I managed to use keyboard controls and look at it through the preview window. And I was able to get rid of Rayman 2 that way. You get to see my desktop. Oh, now you get to see what it does when it's loading. Look at this.
Look what it does!
Yeah, this is what I've been seeing every time. That's Pac-Man World Rally. This is what it does every single time.
it undulates digitally.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all get to see it this time. Do you see the game?
I've changed it, so it's still expanding and contracting for me. I'll refresh. It's still expanding and contracting. Oh, we don't see the game. Don't see the game.
Okay,
It's just
I've been able to set the settings. You see my desktop?
Did you do? Yeah.
Good thing I have no compromising information there.
Coward. Did you use game capture, right?
Use window capture. That was
Okay,
the only thing
good.
that worked without. There! Now that it's in a window. Okay, you can see it. That means I can just play it now.
Oh, thank fucking god.
What? Why did it? I only got this set from ABA.
ABBA.
Alright, at long last.
Rayman 2! I fucking love this game. Or at least I loved it a quadrillion years ago.
This is wild. The first Rayman you have to put in your initials, and I screwed that up too. I just can't figure out how to put initials in Rayman games, apparently.
I fucking love like the art style of this game. It's like very low poly, and
I
then
think
like
you're a
there's
little
a very
bit too loud, Bis, but I can't fix that. Can you turn yourself down a little bit?
And
Just a
then there's
tad?
like a paint. There's just like a painterly look to the textures. I think it's really nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Also, the window is slightly over the chat, so sometimes I can't read the entire messages. But I can't move the window.
Chrome says, finally, it will all be worth it to see our great friend Gumbox. Bugbear says, who knew that Rayman just sucks?
Oh,
Well, I
the
disagree
the
though.
logo looks ugly. What did they do to it?
Bree says, oh wait, Glowbox, this is worth it. Chad says, Bis, it is weird to hear you talking like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Bis, can you turn your volume down just a little? You're just too loud. And I can't fix it. We have to just play the game.
Is this good?
It's too quiet.
Is this good?
You have become too quiet.
It's 69% acceptable.
Okay, now you're good.
Stop smalling, Bis. This has become minuscule.
If the game volume is too loud, though, I can adjust that still, because I can adjust that from in the game.
Okay, enough meta shit. Can we appreciate, like, the change?
Blowbox,
Like,
my friend!
can we appreciate the radical change in tone between the first game and this? I think it's kind of bold and cool.
This game has been on, like, every system that exists, right? Bis?
Like a couple. A couple. I'll look up a list for you, and I'll tell you it once we're done with story stuff.
You should tell it to me now. The
No.
heck with the story stuff. Nobody cares about stories in video games.
Yes, and it's disgusting. Eat shit.
I hate that I have to use keyboard. I don't want to use keyboard for a 3D platformer.
We'll set up, like, joypad next time or whatever.
I have to use keyboard for the... I press W and Q to move the camera. Oh my god.
The magic fist from SA2 says Chroma. No, that was the magic hand.
I don't know how to use my magic fist, Glowbox.
Use your magic fist. I feel like go ahead, use your magic fist. It's such a video game term.
Use the spacebar for that. Wow. If someone tells you to use your magic fist, run.
The sliding in this game is really nice. I like it. If anybody wants to try and summarize why I may enjoy it, that wouldn't be hard. You will win no prizes. I think a Bis aficionado can tell.
Bisinado.
The Bisardo.
Biscianato.
Eat the Bisardo's power.
I hate this with keyboard controls. I hate my pewter.
I hate my pewter! All my enemies are inside it!
This is just unplayable with keyboard. I hate this.
I think this might just be like the way original. I think this might this is a PC game.
It supposedly has gamepad support.
It's fucking Murphy! Hell yeah, it's fucking Murphy! It's fucking Murphy! That's who it is, Bree! It's fucking Murphy! Look at him!
He's in Rayman Legends.
If you squint, he is. Also, whenever he flies away, it makes a sound that I swear to God was used in SA2 for the little animals.
See, it says turn the pad and push enter to validate, but it doesn't do. I hate this.
Wait, what's the name of that option that you're in? I think calibrate pad, which just means calibrate the control stick.
Yeah, but I can't, because it's not registering it.
Well, yeah, that's my thing, is that it would do
that's right, I
nothing.
can't get out of the game to set up the X-padder. Gosh dang it! I hate these controls. It feels terrible.
Well, look at it this way, Elena, right?
What?
The next time we stream it, you'll have a controller, and then you can comment on the gulf between playing it on keyboard and controller. You're gaining an experience you wouldn't have otherwise because
yeah, and I hate it. I don't want this experience.
Okay, whatever.
Take this experience and go shove it in the toilet.
Trying to be positive.
There's nothing positive about this, Bis. This is a disaster.
Oh, well, you know what? I keep thinking to myself, there was a part of me in the back of my head when you asked when I'd be available to stream that was so tempted to say, actually not tonight, I don't feel up to it. And I have been kicking myself for not saying that ever fucking since.
Didn't know you don't feel up to it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like on the edge. It's like if things had gone smoothly, I'd have been up for that. But like, Jesus H. Christ,
I'm stuck. I'm also stuck. I don't know. Oh. You have just smashed a pirate cage. Destroy lots of them, they're full of energy. See that bright sphere there? That's a yellow loom.
Lum!
There are a lot of them.
The classic Rayman's pronounced lum, you gotta do it. You gotta do it, Elena. It's authentic.
But the instruction manual for Rayman Origins says that it's pronounced loom like luminous.
Rayman Origins is a fucking reboot, it doesn't count. Get your stinky, shitty new Rayman.
Point the camera with Control, Q, O, and W. Why? Q, O. What the hell is end? Oh, this is end. Why would they? What kind of camera controls are these? Those are all over the keyboard. What? Okay, control centers it on Rayman.
This is some pretty epic gaming.
I feel like I can't see anything. There's another problem. If you want to know why, press J. That didn't tell me anything. Murphy. Murphus.
I think it means on the zone, maybe?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh. Like maybe stand directly. Okay, no, that's great.
Just makes the HUD appear.
Why do you lie, Murphy? Oh my god. I'm starting to think maybe we should have just like.
No, there's no way to alter the controls, Chroma. You can see I went to controls in the settings and it was just gamepad calibration. Which doesn't work because it's not registering the gamepad for some reason. Do I have to punch the mosquito? No. I like how this isn't even trying to look like a real jungle, it's just walls with the jungle painted on them. Bis?
Yeah.
Are you there?
I'm here.
I thought you would be amused by the walls with jungle painted on them.
No, it's not really that fun, to be honest.
Why not?
I don't know, it's just, I have nothing, it's just, I have nothing to say about it, it's like, oh.
Well, why are you such a party pooper?
Well, I'm
Hang on
sorry,
the
I
walls
don't...
whenever you can.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware I was contractually obligated to act as if everything you say is a zinger.
Yeah. Otherwise, what do I even have you here for?
Okay, I'll leave then.
No!
Yeah, now the fucking dynamics changed.
What?
Now the dynamics changed.
What dynamic?
Yeah.
The dynamic of what?
The dynamic of you going from why do I even need you here to please oh god don't go.
Oh. That's not a dynamic, that's just a pincushion.
Great, incredible, thank you. Whenever I think of pincushions, I always think of the ending of Sonic Generations.
Are there pincushions there?
No, it's just the Eggman's like he calls Sonic, and I quote, a nasty little pincushion.
Oh.
It's just a weird thing to call somebody. A fucking pincushion.
I barely made it. There's some tiny frogs. Daddy saved Rayman. Where's Daddy? Not Daddy Glowbox? We want our Daddy. Doesn't he have like 687 children or something you read?
Yes, he does.
Finally. How do y'all feel about how Rayman speaks?
It's something. I don't actually remember how he sounds. Is this one of the versions where it has like the gibberish speak?
Yeah, he speaks gibberish.
Okay, I like that then.
Mushroom sprites.
Chroma says Glowbox has birthed. It's kind of like it feels like I don't know. It feels weird to me that Rayman's single, but he's friends with like a married man who has so many kids. Like,
that's weird.
Like it's not. It wouldn't be weird in real life, but it seems weird in like, you know, a fantasy video game. That like your best friend's just like already settled down, you know, and you're just like all you have is adventure, really.
Adventure.
Rayman has fucking nobody. I guess except for like hanging out with Glowbox, but like I don't know. It's just interesting. Like think about like a load of the franchises that we like play here, right? Okay. like in Mario, there's nobody who's just settled down with kids in Mario.
Bowser.
No, but I mean like on the main squad.
Is Bowser's not the main squad?
Oh, I mean, like the fucking good people, the main characters. It's
Okay.
like, look, it's like Mario.
Well, they
He's
hang
in.
out. They hang out together in the spin-offs.
Oh my god, Elena, whatever. I guess you're right. I don't know. It's like in Sonic, and nobody has kids. In fact, it's like okay, it's like weirder because okay, I think part of it as well is the fact that like Glowbox's kids are just children. They're just little fucking poop babies that do nothing.
Poop
Bowser,
babies.
Bowser Jr. is a mini boss that also came out of Bowser, and that's the story justification. Major props to Rayman 2 for inventing teens.
Tell you this. The Fairy Glade. Props to Rayman 2 for inventing limbs.
Great.
Well, characters have limbs in this one. They didn't in the first game.
I bet you I could find one character with limbs in the original. I bet you I could. Chroma says, I just don't think frogs should be able to have children. I think in real life... No, actually... I was about to joke and say in real life, but I think that'd probably damage every ecosystem to an extent I can't fathom.
You had nightmares of these because you had a CD with them on it? The teensies? What?
What? Oh wait, there was a a CD with them on it? Are you talking about like the Rayman TV, the Rayman animated series? Were they in that? What do you mean a CD with teensies?
I'm going to find out if saving works properly. Okay, so I can load now and there. Abandon. What is Cite Rayman 2? Like, cite my sources?
No, I don't mean like
Okay,
the website.
I'm using this as a source for my,
Oh, okay, okay. The hoverboard game is... I know what the hoverboard game probably is. I think it... That's
now I
cool.
can get out Xpatter. And also I can load the game up again and make sure that it saves properly. Because now at least I have the game captured and I don't have to deal with that anymore. Thank goodness. Okay, there's Xpatter. So one moment.
Elena, what if we kissed while playing the KFC Rayman CD? Just food for thought. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Oh yeah, shouldn't Glowbox's children be tadpoles?
I mean, that's an interesting question, actually.
Okay, so I've got the 2 sticks registered, and I've got the face buttons. And now I just have to assign them to things. So left on the left stick has to be Q, and right has to be W. Of all things. Okay, so this... So left on the left stick is left arrow key. Up is up arrow key, right is right arrow key. See, that's the problem, is that this is the other problem, is that I'm having to move with the arrow keys, and I hate that. I much prefer ASWD.
Imagine if you moved
So
with the
this
wheelbarrow
is
key.
this is Q. This is W. And this is A. And this is space. And that ought to do it. Save as. Let's save this as the Rayman 2 layout. Rayman 2 layout. Alright, let's begin the game again. Sorry for the delay there. I just really wanted my controller.
This is Rayman's world. Step into the Elena Abyss. The Elena Abyss.
Now you get this whole shebang again. This is not the primary resolution.
Elena
Or this is not the optimal resolution for the primary display. The rabbit is looking at me funny. What are you looking at, bunny? What are you looking at me like that for? Oh, yeah, it's me and you, Bis. Look, in the chat.
Oh. Where? Oh yeah, Elena Abyss. I was thinking that, but I didn't say.
Okay, load game. Work now. Yes, thank goodness. I can use my controller now. Ah, pooped. The game pooped. The game pooped! I'm gonna have to close it now. How did it poop? I did the same thing I've done every time. I went into windowed mode. And this time it pooped. How do I force it to start in windowed mode? Gotta look that up. The bunny hates Rayman too. Gosh dang it. I love how it's just stealing the desktop somehow. Are you still here, Bis?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm sweetie.
Okay, I'm sure you probably can't see the game right now, right?
Doesn't look like it.
Yes, it worked! Thank goodness. Okay, let's go. Alright. Ah, the camera control feels much better now. Actually, I maybe should have mapped this to the shoulder buttons. But I can do that next time. This is fine. Wait, did I just enter the same level?
Oh. Oh god. Pause and then maybe there's a way. Oh, there's a stone. There's a stone. There's a swirly stone.
Here we go.
It was very considerate of them to put the stone deal.
Yes.
Well, okay, everybody, Rayman 2 officially starts now. We finally got past all the problems.
And I've confirmed that the game saves properly, so we don't have to worry about that. I was understandably worried about that. I think I would say. Did you think it was understandable of me to be worried about that? Considering how things have gone. Look, here's the babies. Hurry up, Rayman, we want our daddy back.
Tutorial complete. Rayman's hell is over.
Also, I just want to mention we will go back to the first Rayman at some point too. It's just Bis was interested in streaming this with me, so I wanted to get to it. Oh, yeah, dang it, there's more controls that I didn't map yet, because I thought I had all the controls. Oops.
No.
You're gonna have to use controller and keyboard?
Oh no, it never ends! Oh. Rayman isn't allowed to leave hell yet, but you the player may. Girl, me, you're funny.
Chroma is funny.
God.
Chroma was pretty funny during my Pokemon stream today.
Oh. What happened? Was the Pokemon Storm good?
Yeah. I mean, we came up with Zubat. It's pretty good. Swimming not advised.
You're not really selling
okay,
it to me, Zubat, I'm gonna be honest.
Does the capture look okay? It looks like it might be... In my preview window it's a little choppy, but that doesn't often mean much.
Looks absolutely fine on stream.
Good. Like on Pokemon there's a ton of screen tearing in my preview window, but it comes through with no tearing.
I fucking love the animation on that fish, it's so fucking good. Like, the art direction of this game is fantastic, and I appreciate it a lot more now I'm older.
It actually looks a lot like Rayman Origins and Legends. I'm surprised. The art style is not too far off. Especially that fish was like, that's the sort of cartoony look they went for in the more recent ones.
Yeah, yes, kinda, yeah, sort of. Yeah, but basically, yes.
I think, cause see, the most recent 3D Rayman that I looked at, or most recently looked at, was Rayman 3 when you showed me that, and that looks like completely different from the look of Rayman later on. But I think the first two games, like, I feel like it's sort of a natural progression from those to Origins. But didn't you say Rayman 3 was made by different people? It's like sort of more of a left turn.
Well, I think Origins and Legend... Okay, so it wasn't different people, it was just the director was not on board anymore. Except for in concept art and, like, development.
He was definitely there with Origins and Legends, though. He was very involved in those. It's just too bad that this series has, like, been basically on hiatus since Legends. There's been no Rayman.
I don't know what they could do meaningfully with Rayman at this point. Like...
I don't know. Give him another 3D platformer.
I mean, yeah, but they wouldn't want to do that, because it's a lot of money, and everybody just hates the ones that exist already. And also, like...
They hate them?
I don't know, well, you made it sound like people think they're all poopy and not worth anything. So why did they play a new one?
I never heard people say that they hate them, I just heard that it was like, that the other ones are so much better that...
You know what I mean.
I never heard them say that they're bad because they are 3D, either.
I don't know, like also it's like...
Oh, poop! Why do I keep... There's a thing over there I want to get.
Also, I just feel like there aren't... I don't know, it feels like there aren't many AAA 3D platformers at the minute, in general.
There's Balan Wonderworld.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's Mario and Balan Wonderworld and Sonic, and what else? That's about it.
Hat in Time, Ukulele.
I said AAA. Indie.
Those games feel AAA.
They're not, though! They're not! They're just not!
They're big old... Big
They're
old
not
bump
triple A!
bubbas.
Like, Hang Time is definitive, it was
I'm
one
trying
of
to
those
think of
games...
what are the big 3D platformers is what my brain was thinking of. I didn't care what the companies were.
I guess there's, like, Astrobot. But, like, even then, it's like, I don't know, it's like...
What if they made a Mario plus Rayman game instead of Mario plus Rabbids?
Well, they wouldn't do that.
Well, what if they did?
It'd be
Okay, I give up.
don't know, that's a good question. I'm still pissed off we never got a real Mario and Sonic.
They only go to the Olympics together.
I only need 4 of this 3 times.
Yeah, I give up.
4 of it 3 times.
Yes, I give up. I gave it up, Biz. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm starting to feel like I just like to feel like maybe we should research how to get controller support working properly, because like you don't have like you have like 8 directional movement at the minute.
Yeah.
And it's probably
Hey, it feels better than the keyboard did.
Well, I mean, Elena, being smacked in the face with a cactus would feel better than the keyboard did.
I get analog movement if I use the camera to turn Rayman.
Balan's not really a platformer, it's more of an exploration/racing sim. That's fair. I actually watched a video from somebody that like was saying they liked Balan recently. And like I was interested to
I'm
see
gonna
their
play it this
perspective.
month. It's on my list. Because it's cheap now.
Because it was interesting because basically their read of the game was like they did a read of the story, right? Like a read of the story that does not factor in the novels or anything. It's like what you could extrapolate from the story just by playing it, and and stuff. And it's like interesting.
It's a little bit annoying you can't move the camera up or down in this game. Only left and right camera movement. I feel like the camera angles that gives you are not ideal.
They didn't have dual stick back in the day. I'll try and find the video.
So it probably was originally shoulder button camera movement. If we do that, then it would be like original. You think Rayman can what?
Do you think Rayman can hand his feet off his feet of people? I don't know, the limbs are gravitized in a weird way where, like...
Gravitized, that's a new word.
I'm not gonna get into how I know any of this, but, like, Rayman... Like, the limbs are attached, just not physically.
Magnetically.
And things can detach them, but, like, it requires force.
Requires the force.
I was about to say bum 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 bum.
Why do I keep falling off of these things?
I realize it's the wrong movie. Because you've got 8 directional movement, probably.
I think it can digging in the ground for tubers.
I think you can digging in the ground for tubers. Feral Rayman!
What kind of an animal is Rayman? Glowbox is a frog. Murphy is a frog. Rayman is a...
Rayman exists in a creationist world which is not very old. I believe Rayman is literally a Rayman. He's a one-off creature.
Did you know that there's a naked Rayman in the...
Yeah, I know.
In the other games?
Yeah, I know it's a naked Rayman. I know that he's streak.
He's got like a leaf.
It better be a big fucking leaf.
I took a screenshot of it because I was playing Rayman Adventures. I say that Rayman has been on a hiatus because Rayman Adventures is barely even its own game. It's basically just... It just shares all of its music and assets. Like, it has like a couple extra songs that are just for a couple things, but it shares everything with Legends. It's barely, like... It doesn't feel like its own game, it just feels like remixed levels from Legends.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh god, this is reminding me of Jan Measley's how many Super Mario games are the list again.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was also thinking of that.
Before we say anything, everybody in chat, say how many Super Mario games you believe exist.
And by Super Mario, we mean like the platformers.
Well, I mean, Elaine, then you're putting your own... How many main...
Because in the video, he also clarified that that's what we were talking about.
I don't know, I think it would probably have been like... I think probably
Promise
just
is
saying
18.
I think saying just mainline would have been more reasonable.
No, not the spin-offs, Shan. So not Mario Kart or Mario Party or etc. Although some of them might be in a gray area, so you can... You know,
I think it would have been better. I'm gonna be honest, I think it would have been better just to say how many mainline Mario. I should have just said how many mainline Marios are there, and not allowed you to clarify anything. That would have been a more interesting answer.
Jen says 10.
Personally, I feel at this point like there is, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably. I think I'm actually on the side of 11 now.
Hmm.
And I have reasons for it.
Yeah, most people said 18. The official, well, the official sources list anywhere between 21 and 25. So they're all above 18. And if there was 18 that were most agreed upon.
Okay,
by players.
I'm gonna give my personal list, right? 1, 2, USA, 3, World, 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, Galaxy 2, 3D World, Odyssey. I think that's probably what I'd go with.
The one thing that really got to me in it was that almost nobody counted Super Mario Run as part of the series, but all official sources count it. So almost no players think that Super Mario Run is a part of the main series, but like Nintendo and everybody, like all the official sources, consider it to be.
It's a little auto-run game that has the assets from Mario Brothers U.
It's like, it doesn't feel like an auto-runner game. Like, it doesn't do the stuff that I would think of from an auto-runner game, other than Mario just happens to move on his own. You can, like, make him turn around, like, I don't know, it's like... It just felt like a Mario game to me. I think Cassie agrees with me on this, too.
I don't know, like, I feel like you could say it's a new Super... I don't count the new Super Mario Bros. Games as Mario games, anyway. And I would say that it could be one of those.
Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk to chat about on that was that there was 242 people, I think, who said that New Super Mario Bros. 2 was part of the Mario series, but said that New Super Mario Bros. Was not.
I feel like
he couldn't figure out why, because there wasn't anything that would make that make sense from their other answers.
I feel like there's a thing that was not considered, right? Okay. Now, okay, I'm gonna use Sonic as an example for this because I'm more of a Sonic fan than anything I have ever been ever. So Sonic tends to have a mainline series, right? Okay. And then it also has a parallel series. So in the classic days, you had the 16-bit, mostly 16-bit. Actually, yeah, I think they're all 16. Oh no, Knuckles can't. Whatever. 16-bit classic Sonic games, right? And you would have, at first, mostly accompanying, and then afterwards kind of soft accompanying 8-bit games that were on, like, Master System and Game Gear. So you have 8-bit Sonic 1, 8-bit Sonic 2, you have Sonic Chaos, and then you have Sonic Triple Trouble, which isn't an adaptation of Sonic 3, but it has Knuckles in it, very prominently. So it feels spiritually kind of like a loose adaptation of, like, it copies elements from 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then during the 2000s, you had, like, the mainline Sonic games, and then the Sonic Advance games, which were also handheld, and they were like the parallel series, and they copied elements from whatever the newest main thing was, kind of vaguely, but yeah, they did their own thing. And then you had Sonic Rush, which was the parallel series. And then in the 2010s, you had the handheld versions of all the console games that were made by Dimps, right? And basically, actually, I'm going to use another example as well. In Dragon Ball, right, you have the main story, which got turned into the anime, right? And then for nearly every arc of the anime based on the manga, right, you would also have a movie, which was like usually like a kind of weird remixing of elements from like whatever the big prominent story at the time was, but like it was like a new thing based on that. So it's like, they're going through the story of Frieza in the TV show, and then they have a movie about Frieza's brother, which doesn't fit in the canon anywhere. It's just its own thing. There was a story. When they were in the Boo arc, they made a movie about fighting a different weird embodiment of evil in the spiritual realm. You have a movie about You have like a storyline about fighting androids in the anime. You have a movie about fighting different androids, right? I feel like the Mario Land games and then New Super Mario Bros. Are parallel series. They're like the secondary thing. They don't decide the direction of the franchise. They merely capitalize on what the home console games are doing. With some exception. I don't know. They do stuff in the vein of what's already been done. I mean, and don't don't push forward. If that makes sense. Like, they're not the deciding force. I mean, obviously, there's some exceptions in like both the Sonic example and the Mario example.
Where am I taking this powder keg?
That's a good question. Like, Mario 3D Land arguably created the style that made 3D World, and Sonic Rush arguably introduced stuff that would become incorporated into Sonic Unleashed. But for the most part, it's a parallel thing,
New Super Mario Bros. Made the style of the whole series.
Well, I mean, I don't know, I don't feel like that's the case. Like, Odyssey doesn't, New Super, I mean, don't get me wrong, they can, influence the clip art and stuff, right? But, Mario 3D World, right, okay, feels like it's kind of like a attempt to make classic Mario 3D, so that's kind of, different.
What I'm doing.
If you look at, Mario Odyssey, nothing in there feels like New Super Mario Bros. Because Odyssey is the big, show-stopping thing made by the main team that sort of decides. It's the thing that pushes forward. Whereas, the New Super Mario Bros. Games are, less of a project.
Didn't see the store before.
Does any of this mean anything? Or am I just... I don't know. Or
I'm not following along very well because I'm trying to also play Rayman 2 at the same time. So I can't really comment.
Oh, that's fine. Long story short, I feel like sometimes things feel like parallel series. And for me, Mario Land and New Super Mario Bros. Are both there.
And plus, I'm also trying really hard not to forget what I wanted to say after you're done talking.
Okay,
so that's also making me less able to pay attention.
Say it immediately.
It was just the other thing that was brought up that was interesting is that there's people who don't think, it's not because of the gameplay that they don't think Super Mario Run counts as part of the main series, but it's because it's not on a Nintendo system that they don't think that it counts. It's because it's on the phone that it doesn't count.
I mean,
Which
that
is
is
interesting.
I think there is kind of an argument to be made on that. Like, I feel like
And then there's also people who think that the games that are on handhelds don't count. I think that the Mario series is only home consoles.
I think that like it kind of makes sense. Like, because classically, I feel like that tends to be the case though. Like handheld iterations of a lot of franchises tend to be like the B-side stuff. They're made by other people. They're less ambitious. They don't decide the direction of things.
I wonder if Rayman can just claim this. Yes, he can.
That's fair if you're not fully following.
Whoa, with the camera, please. Whoa. Yeah, make people dizzy. Oh, I got really lucky. Oops. My luck ran out.
I feel like Kirby is like a weird franchise, right? Because it kind of has like a similar dynamic to the thing I was talking about, where you have like some of the games are like actual Kirby games, and they usually like follow the canon a lot more and like tend to have more story, like more reasonable story stuff, and obviously the main normal gameplay style. Then you get a lot of Kirby games which are just weird experiments, and they always like make DDD a villain for no reason again and do other weird shit.
Yeah,
Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't like Odyssey, but it's mainline.
yeah, I think it'd be difficult to argue it not being that, especially if you've considered 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy to be mainline Mario.
I'm not saying that it makes sense to say that all handheld games aren't mainline. Rather, just like classically, that's just I feel like that reasonably has been the case with Mario.
Also, you brought up Kirby. That's actually pretty interesting because, you know, I've done a lot of work on the Kirby wiki, so I know which games are officially considered mainline on Kirby. And some of them, and it's like there's not as much of a through line on them as there is with Mario, because things like Canvas Curse and Mass Attack are considered mainline games, and so is Kirby's Epic Yarn.
I feel as though, like...
But not Kirby Air Ride, or Kirby Fighters, or Team Kirby Clash.
I feel like business affects a lot of this shit, to be honest.
Those are considered spin-offs. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is considered mainline.
Actually, I don't know, Mass Attack and, like, I feel like the storyline of Mass Attack and Rainbow Curse, I could see actually fitting into mainline stuff.
That's the thing I was going to bring up, was, like, the story is, like, is canon with the rest of the stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's I feel like canonicity is, like, an easier thing to be going by.
Mario doesn't have a canon, so I think that's what makes... I think that's what makes some of this ambiguity happen with Mario.
Oh, I love this section. It's fucking great.
I'm really confused by this section. How can I possibly avoid that thing while I'm carrying this?
Think about it.
I cannot. Is there like a timing to it? Dang, it didn't even go close to far enough. Toss a keg in the air, shoot, and catch it? What? Talking about, Murphy?
I mean, it is.
How? What?
Okay, toss a keg in the air, shoot the bomb, then catch the keg.
But when it goes in the air, it just explodes. I was tossing it in
No.
the air before.
No. Toss it. Okay, okay. Okay, so
By pressing A, he throws it straight up, and then it explodes.
when it explodes, when it does what though?
Once it reaches the top of the peak of the throw.
No.
That's what it was doing earlier.
No.
I was throwing it in that room where you find this the first time. I was throwing it up, and then it was exploding.
Was it hitting a ceiling?
I don't think so. Oh wait, it does just work. What the heck? I would never have guessed that that would work because I thought it just explodes when you throw it, no matter what.
Hey Elena,
I had no idea.
which electric prune juice games are mainline?
All of them.
I feel.
There are no spin-offs.
I think I could conceivably end up making something that I would consider a spin-off. Because like
They're
I
all
get
part
very
of the same
like
world and the same story.
I mean most of my stuff is as well, but also I think that eventually I'm gonna make something which like breaks canon and I'm gonna have to just be like, oh, this one doesn't count. I hate the sad Rayman in the UI. It's so ugly.
Why? What?
He looks
Don't
like
make
a
fun of him when he's sad.
He looks like Worms. He's just like a weird, like, flesh blob with, like, generic European cartoonist eyes. God, that... You know what, I like
the
a
fact
lot...
that Rayman has lips on his model.
You know, I've decided to never, ever talk to you ever again after you said that. Pepper's time implosion.
I was afraid Glowbox had failed.
Wait, Elena?
Yeah?
Actually, never mind. I was about to say something, but I realised you had a counter to it.
What?
I was gonna say, photo mode isn't made line.
Oh,
but
but
then I
it
was like,
is.
oh, it's canonically a dream.
Yeah, or a daydream. And also one of the things in there is real. That Ella is having a vision of.
This game has too many limbs. Oh, Long Games is doing the Conker taunt from TF2.
And Crustarola herself is real.
I heard that TF2 got like new maps recently, and nobody likes them or something.
Oh.
Like, I think it's like the community maps that were officialized, but then like some of them have weird issues, like holes in the geometry, bad lighting.
Polocus? Also, with Kirby, again, with which games are considered mainline or not, it's sort of, you can tell, because some Kirby games are like bigger releases than others. I think all of the ones that are well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say all the ones that are considered mainline are like the ones that were like full-priced games that had like physical releases, but that's not even true because Kirby Air Ride isn't considered a mainline game, and it was a full release. Kirby Air Ride is considered a spin-off. I wonder then where you draw the... Well, because I think the argument was made that all of the mainline ones are platformers as well. Because Kirby, like, even the ones that are, like, a bit untraditional, they're still platformers. Like Kirby Mass Attack and Canvas Curse and Rainbow Curse, they're still platformers, even though you control them a bit unconventionally.
Arrow wouldn't like hearing this. Arrow would violently shit if she
Especially Mass Attack is definitely a platformer because you still jump and there's platforms and everything.
You're gonna tell Arrow that you
just don't press A to jump. You like flick the Kirby's to jump.
You flick the Kirby's to dump. I like Air Ride a lot, but like it doesn't have. Like I don't know. It has no story, so like how could it be mainline?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. And then
And I think,
like Team Kirby Clash, things like that have story, but they explicitly make mention that it's non-canonical as taking place in like a different reality. Same with Kirby Battle Royale and Kirby Fighters and that stuff too.
they all take place in the AU where DDD kept being a dick to everybody.
Has anybody else actually even played Kirby Battle Royale? Am I the only person who even played that game?
What genre was that again?
That was the last 3DS Kirby game.
Yeah, but what was it?
It wasn't the last 3DS Kirby's game. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn was.
Yeah, but okay, that doesn't count as a re-release. But what was it? What was it? What happened in it? What did you do? It was
the top-down 3D Kirby fighting game.
Okay, yeah. That one never seemed all that amazing to me.
It had sleep as an attacking ability, though. Kirby would have little pillow fights.
Can I just say, like, can I just air a personal vendetta?
Yeah.
Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn sucks.
No thanks.
I think that its attempts to shoehorn pseudo powers into Epic Yarn are kind of desperate and vestigial.
I thought it was fun and cute, and I also like that they expanded you being able to decorate Kirby's house, and you can save pictures of it.
Oh, that's valid. Also, I think it's the ugliest fucking game I've ever seen.
No, it wasn't. It looks fine when you're on the... Like, it looks terrible when you make it look bigger, but on the 3DS screen it looks fine.
I don't know, there's a quality to it that I cannot describe. That feels like...
The only problem was that there was sometimes some horizontal screen tearing. Also, I unfortunately wasn't paying attention to that dialogue. Was there something important that she told me that I was supposed to do?
Well, I mean, I guess it's your fault, Mrs. Who cares about story in video games.
I was joking earlier, but now it's... But... I got talking... I'm sorry, I had to talk about Kirby.
Shan says there's something huge on the ceiling, BRB.
Oh.
Could somebody please draw fan art of Shan, but behind them is like... I don't know, just the most inexplicable thing on the ceiling. Whatever comes to mind. It's Zubutt.
Zubutt is on the ceiling.
Okay,
I like this game so far, by the way. Especially now that, like, the controls don't feel terrible.
Especially now that you can play it.
Yeah, that too. I think it's nice.
Especially now that it's up to violently...
It's not my favorite game in the world. Oh, here we go.
What is your favorite game in the world?
I don't know, Subnautica?
Excuse me, what the fuck are you doing?
What?
I said, excuse me, what are you doing? Because I was yawning at the time.
Oh.
A bit.
You have a problem with Subnautica being my favorite?
I don't know, it's just a weird.
Oh, this is just from the first game. I've seen these.
Also, you were apparently stuck on it for 65 million years.
What? Who
No,
was
but were you stuck on Subnautica for 65 million years or something?
Yeah, I've never beaten it.
What? How is it your favorite?
Because I really loved everything that I did in it.
Okay, that's fair.
Just because it kind of fell off, and I didn't feel motivated to try and figure out how to finish it. Doesn't mean that I didn't, like, love it a lot before that point. I've enjoyed coming back to it. I've been playing it again on the PS4.
Yeah.
Shan just noticed Shan Rayman. Shan Rayman? No, Sad Rayman.
Shan Rayman! Somebody please draw Shan Rayman.
How would you draw that? What would that be?
It's just Shan, but floating. And also has a big
I don't know
nose.
I don't know what is Shan. Shan to me is only a name. Like you are, like Shan is just their name floating and speaking to me.
When I think of Shan, I immediately think of Shan's actual real face.
Oh.
Which means I'm probably
This I have
cheating.
never seen.
Yeah. I don't actually remember if Shan wears glasses, but I'm pretty sure, but my brain always imagines they do. Shan says, Elena, I will say what I look like. I am small.
Oh, just like me.
Aww.
I'm smaller than a jelly bean.
God, this game is like such a fucking look. It's beautiful.
What year did this game come out? Because the first Rayman was 1994. I feel like there must have been a gap between releases.
They actually made a different 3D platformer before this one, starring like a Rayman clone type like a character.
We're underneath Rayman's butt right now. The camera is under his butt.
Rayman's
like his butt
face.
is directly on the camera right now.
Rayman butt crush POV 10-hour ASMR. Ash
Activate your
says I'm
helicopter and
editing
then you'll
Ken
fly.
Sugimori art and it makes me feel like a fucking
And then Murphy pointed his butt at me. What is
Good.
with this game right now?
Oh yeah! Okay, I think I vaguely remember hearing of this game.
What game? Yeah, I don't know why Murphy whispers.
Oh, that's a good thumbnail in the making.
What are we talking about?
Well, in chat, Ash posted a picture of the art of, like, some Ken Sugimori art of like, that one game, which I think is the Danganronpa-like or whatever. And then posted his edit where it's his face over it for the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, Ash said you told me you heard it sucked, Bis.
I heard one person say that it wasn't great, okay? I don't know anything. I'm fucking asleep and in a coma and drunk and high
This
and
level
on
is
drugs.
way longer than the first level, by the
Bleeding
way, I'm
out
noticing.
while experiencing the bends at a high altitude as an overwhelmed 5-year-old conservative gamer with choice fatigue and decision paralysis, operating in a high-carbon office space late on their Wednesday shift. Okay, that's what I think I did it. Oh, I'm being cheesed on, apparently. I'm being cheesed on.
You're the man now, dog.
I am the fucking boss.
I watched a video yesterday about the Fukushima power plant disaster, nuclear power plant disaster, and people often like think of it like Chernobyl, but the video said that it's actually was 90% less damaging than Chernobyl was. So it's like it wasn't even comparable, basically. Which I thought was very interesting. I'd never known that before.
It's interesting how out of all the powers that are in Rayman 1, the helicopter hair is the thing that everybody, like, remembers.
Wait. What's going on? Ta-da! We did it. I didn't get everything in the level, but that's okay.
Sometimes you don't need to get everything.
Bonus level access denied. Look at the Rayman faces! They're sad again! He looks like somebody just told him a really bad joke. Because he's rolling his eyes and frowning.
Rayman has been denied a home loan.
Yes, please. The game has been saved successfully. The Marshes of Awakening. How long is this game, by the way? Do you know? Is it a long or a short game? Does anybody here know?
2 miles.
No.
Well, okay, Elena, roughly
time.
what percentage of the lums in the levels you've been in do you think you've collected?
I don't know, most of them?
Okay, so let's say 75%, right?
Yeah.
On the world map, you can see how many of the entire lums in the entire game you've collected.
Well, I'm probably not going to collect all of them in the playthrough.
Yeah, but if you're roughly averaging 75% at this point, then you can add a 25% on, and then see how far off you are from the total, which it lists next to the amount.
We'll exit the level real quick and go look at that. $46 out of 1,000. 6 out of 80 is what I have.
Yeah, so, you know, extrapolate whatever you have to from that.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many lums are gonna be in each level. Like, maybe some levels are big and have a lot of them. This tells me nothing.
Well, if the levels were big, then they would be more than their fair share anyway.
Well, this doesn't tell me anything about how long it is, basically.
Okay, I'll look it up. Rayman
howlongtobeat.com.
Okay, the main story is 8 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay, so that's fairly short.
For completionists, it's basically 12 hours.
Well, that's not too bad either. Might do that on my own time.
Does anybody have a pun that fits Dreepy? I don't think so, sadly. It's a very specific word I couldn't come up with anything.
How can I ever thank you? That's not a teensy. Sam? The 4 Masks of Polokas? Is it Polokas or Polokas?
I don't know.
The music in this game is so different from the first game. I forgot to map control to anything. So I just have to press control on my keyboard.
Ghosts or airplanes or salamanders or lizards or dragons. I'll try and think of something. I don't know if anything's gonna come to my head though.
I'm using my pinky to press control right now. And then keeping my hands on my controller otherwise. This is pretty legendary. Sometimes you gotta make do.
I love how, like, Rayman 2, like... you probably weren't paying any attention during the intro, right?
I paid some attention.
Yeah, but, like, this game, like... The reason, like,
Oop!
Like, I don't know, this game takes place in, like, kind of a dismal time for the world, you know?
Mm-hmm. That way it looks
Like
so dark and gross.
Yeah, I feel like thematically, yeah. Like the heart of the world has been shattered, and into like
Oh,
the
that's
golden
what
lumps you're collecting.
Oops. I'm trying not to make Rayman sad, okay? It's not my goal to make him sad.
Elena goes up to Rayman and insults his shoes and spits on his face.
I don't do that!
You're like, hey Rayman, what are you, like 35? Get a fucking wife. What? Get...
Like glow box.
You like glow box. You're not getting younger, Ray. Fuck.
God, Bis. You gotta be so nasty.
That's what you're saying to him.
I'm not! You are. It's coming out of your mouth.
No,
I would never do this to Rayman.
I'm detailing the hypothetical scenario where
I
you
would
do
never.
Yeah, well, it's a
Don't you
hypothetical.
dare slander me like
do
this. You're slandering my character by acting like that I would act like this.
This is like when you say to Christians, what would you do if God told you to murder? And they're like, he would not.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I'm not even talking about somebody else, hypothetically. I'm talking about me. I wouldn't do that.
No, but I'm just saying, imagine if you did.
I wouldn't.
That's not the point!
I can't imagine that I would, because I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna poop.
He's gonna poop!
Live on stream.
In Rayman's house.
No! In your house.
No!
I'm going to poop in your house, Gordon. If you were what, Chroma? I can't see the... Bis, can you read this message for me?
Imagine if you were so evil and fucked up.
I'm not.
That feels like a meme quote.
Imagine if you were completely messed.
It's got the same aura of. Imagine if there's two guys on the moon and one killed the other with a rock. Would that be fucked up or what?
Yeah. Imagine if somebody dropped a rock on the Earth from the moon. Wouldn't that be messed up or what?
I think the two astronauts thing is funny to me because, like, it sounds like the climax of a short story, doesn't it? But, like, the person telling it can't be bothered to tell the story. So they're just like, wouldn't it be fucked up if that happened?
This is my fan fiction.
Chromator says Elena
This is my moon landing fan fiction.
Chromator
Do you think
says
anybody
Elena
has made that? Has anybody made fan fiction about the moon landing?
I'm gonna go to AO3 now. Anyway, Chroma says Elena can't imagine it because her malice gauge is already maxed out.
Excuse me? Oh, it's maxed out at a... like, it only goes to a small amount, I see. This has greater malice than I do.
I do not.
You definitely do. I think everybody in the chat right now will agree.
Okay, so Elena, have you ever heard of Axis Powers Hetalia?
No.
Well, it was an anime about World War II, but all the characters
Excuse
are
me?
countries. Yeah, it was an anime about World War II, but all the countries are characters.
Whoa.
Individual anime boys.
The heck?
And the first thing that comes up is a...
And this was acceptable?
Well, yeah, people fucking like this. Anyway.
What? What's wrong with
People loved it. It was really big at the time. This was before all the neo-Nazis were obvious, so give it some leeway. But yeah, the first thing that comes up is an Axis Powers Hetalia fic about the space race.
Oh.
And it's and moon landing is one of the tags.
Look what Chroma says in the chat, Bis.
Inflicting Hetalia on people is a choice, Bis. You don't have to do this.
I told you that your malice is greater than mine. Your malice stat is higher than mine.
You know what? I'm gonna you know what? I have no, like... There were a lot of things that should not be repeated, but I have no shame for the early 2010s. I will not apologize for bringing up Italia.
That's what it was from?
Yeah, the early 2010s.
Dang, I must have been living under a turtle.
It was very talked about on DeviantArt, specifically
I've
where
never
you
heard
were.
of this.
I
didn't like know anybody on there. I just posted my art.
Ah, okay.
I hoped that people would look at it, which they did.
I used to be friends with somebody who
Yeah.
wrote Hitalia fic. And they were one of those weird people who would like delete their entire account every like several months and make a new one for no reason.
Oh.
What if we're in a fight out of Hitalia, Scandinavia and the world, or...
There was somebody like that on Mastodon that I used to follow, and they just...
The flagball.
Eventually, I stopped refollowing them because I couldn't keep up anymore.
Yeah.
They kept redoing their account.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I think people should stand by everything they've ever done online forever.
There's some people who set up systems on there to like delete their old posts periodically too. Like so that their timeline is only like their most recent posts from like the last week or whatever.
Wait, Italia has the does have the potential
Which is
to
sort of halfway there.
Jokerify? What do you mean by Jokerify? I have a vague knowledge of what Joker means in current pop culture, but like not well enough that I feel I know what you mean.
It has the power to we live in a society.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, look! Right, say that in the chat. Long Game says we live in a society.
I like this section.
I'm getting spummoused by this section. Apparently.
Also, the water texture on Rayman's feet is real.
I don't know how to avoid these bombs! Sometimes I avoid them and sometimes I don't.
I have some very unconstructive advice.
What?
Have you tried occupying a different physical space?
Yes! That's what I'm trying to do every single time! That is correct.
Oh, it can make you become the Joker. Thank you, that clarifies
it. It can make you live in a society.
Elena, we're already living in a society.
It can make you aware of the fact.
Elena, we're already aware of it.
I got nothing for you then, I'm sorry.
Can the rope go through objects?
This game is actually, yes it can. It's just the ethereal thing. It's not a real rope. So I mentioned that I got Psychonauts vibes when I looked at Rayman 3. I'm getting Psychonauts vibes from this game too, from the look of it. Not really from the music or anything, or gameplay, but just sort of visually speaking.
Psychonauts feels
color
very
choices.
Specific. Okay, color choices maybe. I really don't like how Psychonauts looks.
Psychonauts is kind of a darkish looking game too.
I like
the character designs in Psychonauts bother me, but otherwise I enjoy that game.
I liked Roundcast's playthrough of Psychonauts. It was pretty cool.
It's just that they're supposed to be human characters, but they all look like aliens.
Well, that's the thing, is that it's like Grodecore. It's like
if you had just like, if it wasn't like explicitly stated in the game that these are just supposed to be people, I would have thought that they were supposed to be aliens.
It comes from that very specific school of like 2000s American art styles where it's like people are just disgusting flesh amalgams. All of them are fucking hideous. Abomination.
Because none of they all look completely different from each other too. They all look like different alien species.
You don't understand when it's variety. It's silhouette. Best character design.
I think that the new Psychonauts is finally coming out this year. It's been like advertised heavily more. Like when I started streaming, I was like, we're gonna stream the new Psychonauts when it comes out, and then I've been streaming like 3 years now. No, the Psychonauts game is still not out. Ow. Oh.
Well,
I hate
yeah,
this section. This is not fun.
Oh, it was 1999 this came out.
Oh dang, that's earlier than I thought.
I'm gonna give this game some high praise, right? Are you ready?
Okay.
This game came out like the same year as Sonic Adventure, at least. I mean, Adventure was like a year early in Japan, or something weird like that.
Same year as Ocarina of Time as well.
Not a full year, just a calendar year it was. I think this is probably like probably the best looking early 3D platform I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would have placed this later than 1999 based on its visuals.
I should probably say it's not my favorite looking, but like that one shot where you have like that, like I don't know how to pinpoint it. But, like some of those backgrounds here during this scene, like they do so much with so little geometry.
This game has a fairly large amount of black space on the sides. Maybe we should design a banner for this. Or borders, rather.
Banners tend to feel a bit tacky, but I can come up with something if you want.
Oh. I always liked I used to put borders on my Super NES streams, my Game Boy Advance ones. I haven't bothered with them in a while though.
Okay, you know, by the time we stream this next, I will have 3 potential borders for you to pick from.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And you have to use one of them.
I have to?
Yes, that's the rules!
Well, it better not be like it better not be like a picture of Rayman showing his butt or something, and then like one of him like pooping, and then one of him it's the ad where he's got where it's implying that he's
got a huge rating.
Yeah. If those are the choices, then we're not streaming this game anymore.
Wow, Elena, rude. Yeah, it won't be that bad.
mooning us.
I feel like Rayman would moon somebody if he had an ass. Chromasaur says you have to stream and complete this border.
Rayman's getting all wet. I don't know how to avoid that fish! Sasha knows about the milkman from Psychonauts.
This game has infinite lives, right?
Seems like it.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting it, yeah, because this is like... You had to use a cheat code to get that in the first Rayman. Oh! That was a really painful hit right there. Is that why people don't like this game? Because it doesn't have lives and they think that that means that it's a baby game?
Wait, who doesn't like it?
I said, is that why people don't like this? Because it doesn't have lives and they think that games should have lives or else they're poopy and for babies?
Does Rayman Legends have lives?
Yeah.
Wait, does?
Or wait.
Did I completely forget about this?
Actually, no. I think they just have like super limited hit points. Legends and Origins. Okay, so never mind. That can't be right. That can't be right.
They have 1 hit point.
Well, no, you can have the heart.
Oh, well that's different.
It gives
It's
you
like
2
the
hit
heart's
points.
a power-up.
Heart's a hit point.
But they don't have it by default.
It's like in Donkey Kong Country.
I like how, from your perspective, Sasha, this Rayman dick ad is like a cryptid. You heard of it, legend.
I posted it on my Twitter one time. Just to show somebody that it was real, because they hadn't heard of it. Yeah, it's just, they're just implying that it's there. And it's and the text just says big features or whatever.
Did you say the texture?
The text.
I swear to God, you said texture.
Yeah, the texture says that, Bis.
On the back of Rayman's model, it's just written really low resolution. Big features. When you think about it,
and then the description of the game has a lot of like innuendo. So yeah, it's been, I think, almost a decade now since the last main Rayman game came out.
It's been like 2 decades since the last pre-reboot Rayman game came out.
Dang.
The last real Rayman game. I have nothing against Legends, and Origins is fine. I just now reflexively hate them because I found out that everybody like only likes them apparently hypothetically. Rayman's yeah, I feel like a lot of characters in advertising are like that.
What about Mario with the tattoo to advertise that one version of the Game Boy Advance?
No, I could believe you'd get that. What fucks me off is like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger putting like 5 people in hospital for no reason.
That's the reason why Super Mario Odyssey is bad, is because it deconfirmed the tattoo. I had never seen Mario's arms between that tattoo ad and Odyssey, but then Odyssey you see his arms again and he has no tattoo. It was only a temporary tattoo.
Lena, how would you feel if I got a temporary tattoo of you on my ass?
I would feel disappointed because it's like, oh, I'm only good enough for temporary.
How would you feel if I got a temporary tattoo of you on my ass on my face?
What?
So on my forehead is a tattoo that depicts you on my ass.
Oh, so I'm only good enough for a temporary tattoo?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Elena, I swear to God. Like, if it's on the forehead, then, like, you gotta, I don't know, I think you gotta give leeway there. You can't expect it to be a permanent forehead tattoo.
Yeah, well, you could've just, you didn't have to put it there.
Okay, Elena, how would you feel if I had a permanent tattoo of you on my ass on my forehead?
Thanks.
Is that it? Is that it? Thanks?
Yep, thanks, Bis. I appreciate it.
Well, that's why it's fucking temporary, because you're ungrateful.
Well, I said I appreciated it. I'm gonna be really smug about it from now on.
You said it.
Did you see that move I managed to make Rayman do? He did it. It was a Super Mario 64 moment.
Wow. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, but you said it in your sarcastic voice.
I meant it seriously.
Maybe the tattoo ad simply takes place later in the timeline! Every time we see Mario's bare arm, we need to move that tattoo ad further in the timeline.
It's at the end of the timeline after Mario has retired.
Mario has retired, and the only thing
That's the
he
name
does
of a game, Mario's Retirement.
Oh. Imagine if the one thing you did to treat yourself on your retirement was just get a tribal tattoo.
Luigi's not around to judge me anymore.
I don't. Excuse me, was Luigi like his boss the entire time? Luigi's the fucking foreman of the Mario play that they do.
I don't have to listen to Luigi anymore.
Oh.
You're a nasty little sewage boy, aren't you?
Do you remember how earlier on you said it's been like a decade, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting you to say, since I started this level.
No!
Still on it! Still going!
Yeah, I told you I hate this.
You could just replace this with a GIF. It's like a GIF.
Oh. That fish is so hard to avoid.
Imagine if you were
The music changed. I am.
Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I had today free and could sleep for a bit on the sofa. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
See me again if you can. Why is he crying?
No,
the snake is crying.
The snake is crying?
I will miss you, my friend. But is he dead now? Wait, in the timeline, did he have to play Metal Gear Solid? Rabbids 1? What?
Oh, this is kind of fucking sad. Oh no! Aww, that's kind of lovely. You see, you don't get shit like that in Legends and Origins.
He's happy, but then look at the sad one looking up at the happy one. What are you doing up there? Also, look, he's a different color when he's sad. He turns more red, like oranger or orangey.
Wait a minute. Yeah, those like the shading and stuff is different on both of them as well.
What the heck?
What the fuck is going on?
I would like to save the game.
No, Chroma, no!
How should we do? Should we do one more level?
He definitely saw in between games. I refuse to believe that they never saw each other.
Should we do Caillou in the Bayou? God, you can really see Rayman's lip. Right here. Look at how like detailed and muscly his face is.
Well, I've decided to not pay attention to that later.
He's got a thick lower lip.
Sad Wayman is wilted, dried out.
Pirate prison ship.
We're probably like a tenth of the way through the game at the minute.
How big is that ship if it has 22,000 slaves on it? Sounds like it's using the same voice synthesizer that they use in the Faith games. Mortis. He ate a lum and now it says 85 out of 999 instead of 85 out of 1,000. It's incredible. So that even less tells me how much more time there is in the game. What is this?
It's literally 1 out of 1,000, Elena.
Yeah, but maybe he's gonna eat more. The number will go down even more. Oh, not another auto-scroll level, basically.
What was scroll level? Anything if I also scroll everything.
How's Chad enjoying this game so far? Everybody? In my playthrough of it. Is this an enjoyed stream? This is a time, Chroma says.
I'm enjoying playing Rayman 2
Uh-oh.
vicariously.
How does it compare to you, to the first game in my streams of it?
I think this game is a lot more interesting than the first one.
Oh. Well, I knew how you felt about it, Bis. I was curious how the chat's feeling.
Well, now the chat knows how I feel about it.
I think they already did. Because you won't be quiet about it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just glad that you talk about it.
I've decided to go for speaker.
No, I'm just joking.
I will talk again only if you donate £69.69 to my Patreon.
Oof, ouch.
Oof,
You have
ouch,
zero nostalgia about this, Christian? Game definitely gives us more to talk about. Oh, I see.
I just think that games like Rayman 2 are like the thing that like no, I feel like they're just, I don't know. I feel like they're the sort of thing that maybe like a couple decades from now people will rediscover them and be like, oh shit, look
What
what they
about
were doing
Pac-Man
back
World
then.
2? I feel like that's a game
No
in a
one like
similar
getting that.
vein to this.
That one like getting that. I can't remember much about that game, to be honest.
I'm surprised, because, like, this is a very similar type of game. Surprised you like this, but have little to say about Pac-Man World 2.
I don't know, like, Pac-Man's world isn't interesting, I'm gonna be honest.
It's at least as interesting as this world.
What the fuck? I don't know, like, I can't remember, like, I don't know, I just don't remember anything about Pac-Man 2. Maybe if I'd played it, I'd feel differently,
Oh, I
right?
see.
I just
I
feel
am getting
like,
similar vibes between both of those games.
just the thing that, like, sticks
Having
out to
played
me
them
about this
both.
game is that, number one, it's a platform with some cool stuff going on, right? Number two, it's got, like, nice, like, really, it's very painted textures. It does a lot with very little geometry. It has some interesting mechanical stuff you wouldn't expect. And also it has a fucking cool atmosphere
Yeah,
and
I feel like I
like...
would say this stuff about Pac-Man World 2 as well.
Well, maybe I need to re-look at Pac-Man World 2.
I just wish I could have streamed that game better. I didn't realize that it was going to be such a pain to stream from the GameCube. I mean, all the you know, all the visuals came through just fine. It's just the sound I was unable to do properly.
Play on a dolphin.
Just too wet, Bis.
Great. To be fair, like, I don't know, like, hair is probably... Chad, I feel like hair is probably, like, a thing that's hard to get. Actually, I was gonna say that, but then the official art does look kind of this. Never mind.
Also, now I'm thinking of...
I was gonna say something technical limitations, but nah, it's just
Now I'm also thinking of the Hobbit game that I streamed. It wasn't exactly a platformer, but it was more like a Zelda Ocarina of Time type of game. Not a platformer. But yeah.
Like, you just tweet saying it's more of a Zelda Ocarina of Time style platformer.
No type of game, I didn't say platformer.
I swear to God, it's a platformer. Maybe I'm just asleep, but man,
I think it's just mostly just because it's like... Actually no, because Ocarina of Time has auto-jumping. I don't think The Hobbit had auto-jumping. I think you had to manually jump. It was definitely, like... I played it before I played Zelda, but now I can definitely say it was very Zelda-inspired. I can't fight this thing. It's a monkey robot. Run, Rayman, run! You did it. Rayman did it.
Oh.
You falling asleep on my stream?
Yeah, I'm falling asleep.
I thought you only did that on Arrow's stream.
Oh.
I'm only missing one lum. Well, I missed a lum somewhere, but get everything else in this level. No dance. Are you still there? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. You could try and make it through to the end of the stream. We're finishing soon. Dang, look at how close I was.
Oh, you close
Bis! Bis! You good, please?
I won't sleep on my condition.
You got us, we're almost done. Like, you got like 2 more minutes. Stay awake.
Donate £69 to my Patreon.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Just donate the money and I'll be awake from you.
If I donate money, you'll be awake.
Yeah, you donate by lucidity. Okay, I will stay awake just long enough to end the stream.
Why did you send me this? I can see my DMs now.
Wait, send you what? What have you been sent?
The image you sent me.
Wait, what did I send you? Let me go look. Let me see.
Then why?
Oh yeah, I hate this Friday Night Funkin' mod.
Oh, Lynn said that Graveler in Pokemon Emerald looks like a rant Sona. Can you repeat that again, Bis?
I don't like the anatomy on this Friday Night Funkin' mod.
Oh. Should I show the chat to have them judge it?
Yeah. Just like, okay, see if anybody else instantly notices what's fucked about this.
Friday Night Bunkin'.
Somebody cast Worry Seed.
There you go.
Oh, there's a move that makes things not sleep, I imagine.
That's a thing.
Whoever's sleeping. Okay, I can't pay attention. Okay, yeah, it's like there's a thigh, and then there's a backwards joint,
They're
and then
telling you
the
to
leg
sleep
goes
well,
up.
Bis.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But it looks like the thigh goes out, and then there's a backwards knee that goes forward, and then there's a normal knee that goes down into the shoe. Why are their legs? It looks fucking awful. Why is
one hand so much bigger than the other? An arm is bigger than the other?
Yeah, I think it's because like the hand is the size of the normal hand, but then the other hand is smaller because they want to make the boyfriend a girl, and then you can't have exaggerated proportions because it's not sexy anymore. And then you do a load of bullshit.
You pick up your new knees are here? Okay, there you go.
Okay. Join us next time when I show off my Zubat. Join us next time when Elena starts a car insurance firm. Join us next time when Rayman gets a haircut. Join us next time when Elena learns to pay attention during the intro.
I'm sorry.
Join us next time when I sleep.
I'm gonna be here again on Tuesday to play The World Ends With You Neo demo.
Oh, thank you, Shan.
And then Thursday will be Horizon Zero Dawn with Arrow and Anarcute. And then Sunday we'll do this again. Pokemon and
Join
Rayman.
us next time when I manipulate Elena into playing Wario Land Virtual Boy in 3D on stream.
Join us next time when we have a border for this game.
Join us next time when the border is Rayman Goatsy.
Alright, goodbye everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Bye-bye!
join us next.
Join us next time when Beth stops bothering me.
Oh, that'll never happen.
Bye-bye everybody.
Bye bye. Oh, we're still streaming. Bye bye. Bye bye.